What's going on, guys? Figured I'd get on here and do a little video and I guess mostly let y'all know I'm still alive. It's been a while, ain't it? Yeah, I just been taking a little break, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. But just show you real quick what I'm fixing to get ready to do. Doing a little bit of work around the land. I'm gonna let you know a little bit what's going on with the land. Just let you know what's been going on. You know, last, I guess, what, been about 3 or 4 weeks since I put out a video. So turn y'all around real quick and back up so that way y'all can get a good view. So I got all the vehicles over there. I'll let you know about the Jeep here in just a minute. But this area right here is where I normally park. So I'm getting ready to clean. I got to get that wood cleaned up. Got to get some of that stuff over there cleaned up, and then get this just a little bit more level. Because tomorrow I am getting a carport. I was going to build one coming off the trailer, but I don't know, guys. I decided just to get a carport. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive than building it myself, but guys, I don't know what the future is going to be for this trailer. I've been wanting to build me a cabin for a long time, and I don't know if I'm going to build it further back off in the woods. I don't know if I may build it over there somewhere, or if I may just get rid of the trailer and build it right here, because I've already got water, septic tank, power, internet, all that stuff right here. So I don't know. I just like to get, I guess, back in the woods. Before, remember back whenever I first started making videos and stuff, y'all remember all the trees that used to be out here, and I cut them because I was having trouble with pine beetles, and so I was going to lose them anyway, so I might as well get some money out of them. Well, back over there, you can't really tell it right now because everything's grown up, but during the winter time when everything's dead, then you can see back up in here, and I just don't really like that too much. I'd rather have it out in the middle of the woods like it used to be. So that's the reason I've been thinking about building it way back up in there in the woods. But anyway, so that's the reason I didn't build one, because if I'd attached it to that, then whenever I got decided to move the trailer, then I'd have had to tear it down and all that stuff. Whereas a carport, I can just drag it wherever I want to. Just take the little stakes or whatever up out of the ground that they put in the ground to hold it up, hold it down, and just drag it wherever I want to, move it wherever I want to. And so basically it's going to go from the back of the trailer to the front of the porch. It's going to be 24 feet long. Actually, it'll actually come to about right here. It's about where it's going to come. There's Semper. Hey, Semper. Want to say hey to you too? That's my search and rescue dog. Yep. What you doing? What you doing? But so and then so what I gotta do is I gotta take these steps out. I gotta take them little white pieces right there out on the front and the back, and then because it's gonna be butted up against the trailer. So it's gonna be 24 feet long. It's going to be 9 feet tall, so it'll come up to just under the corner right here. And then it's going to be 25 feet wide. So, I'm sorry. It's going to be 25 feet long this way and 24 feet wide this way. 9 feet tall. That'll give me plenty enough room. The reason I went so wide is because of my steps. My steps stick out about, what, 2.5, 3 feet or so. So that would have taken up room of the vehicle. Because, you know, I had to park the edge of the vehicle about right here. And then, time I put another vehicle in order to open the doors and not hit another vehicle and all that stuff. So I just went long or wider and everything. So, but, so I got to get this a little bit level. They're coming tomorrow to put it up. And so yeah, that's the deal with that. Real quick, the deal with the Jeep. Let me back up real quick. All right, so I probably haven't let y'all guys know, probably not, because I think I may have told you that I was thinking about it. I don't know if I've actually told you I've done it or not. So I've started working part-time for the town of Sherman, and which is where I'm a firefighter at. I'm doing working part-time with Public Works. So I'm still doing RV transport, not as much. It's basically, I'm basically just using it as a sort of like a backup. So do 1 or 2 loads a month or whatever, and then yeah, so just see how this is going to work out. I don't want to lease because I may not get back home because of my truck. My truck's so old. Truck's 2012 model. Most places, they really don't want to take anything over a 10-year-old truck. So as long as I got it leased on and keep it leased on, I'm sort of grandfathered in. So that's the reason I'm not going to completely release. So I started, I took the Jeep to work one day. On the way back home, I looked down and the light came on, a buzzer came on. I looked down and temperature gauge was pegged out. So I hope I haven't hurt the motor, because that motor is not old at all. As far as years, yeah, it's probably about 6 years old. As far as miles, probably maybe 5,000 miles on it. I don't ever drive it that much, except around here at the land. And so I cut it off, let it cool down a little bit, and then I started coming on home. And I mean, guys, I'm only like 3 miles from Sherman. So I got not even a half a mile and it pegged out again. So I pulled over again, and they I was leaking coolant. So I think I got a hole in the bottom of the radiator. So so I came home, got my buddy James come pick me up, came home, got in the dually, hooked up to my big trailer, and went back up there and loaded it up and brought it back home. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the radiator. I'm gonna go ahead and change the I'm gonna put an electric fan on it, because I don't think the clutch fan is working right. I think that's one reason it tries to overheat whenever I'm just, you know, around the land and stuff like that, just poking along. The TJs, they're notorious about overheating anyway, because they got so much heat built up in the engine bay. So new radiator, we'll go ahead and change the thermostat, just in case it could be bad. Whenever I changed that motor, I did go ahead and change all the hoses and water pump and all that stuff. So I don't know why any of that stuff should still been in there. But whenever I did change the motor, I don't know how coolant was circulating, because it was so built up with whoever had it before put a lot of stop leak in there. I thought I had put a new radiator on it, but I think what I did is take it, had it flushed out, and the guy said he found a couple little pinholes. He said he fixed them. Apparently they done come apart again, so, or new ones, I don't know. So radiator, thermostat, electric fan. I'm also going to put the hood louver on it to allow some of that heat to escape. So so that's the deal with that. All right, let's see here what else. It's going on 10 minutes. I'm trying not to make it so too long. So on the last video I told you a little bit about maybe selling some of the land. Well, that deal's made. I'm just waiting on the final little details of it. So had it appraised, then I went and talked to a guy that's been wanting it and forever, pretty much ever since I've had it. And finally, I mean, he would call me every month, And finally, I just, you know, had to tell him in a respectful way, look, I'm not interested in selling it right now. If I do, I promise you I'll let you have first option. And I did. So we went back and forth negotiating. We came to an agreement. I had the land surveyed, and all that stuff came back last week, all the paperwork and stuff with that. Sent it over to the attorney. Hopefully that stuff will be done this next week. Today's Sunday, by the way. I think it's the 1st, June 1st. I think so. So hopefully that stuff will be done next week. Then basically that'll give that piece of land its own little partial. Then take it to the courthouse, get it registered as its own partial. Then take that to the bank. I'm gonna give them part of the money, enough to get the land released, and or to get that section released, and then basically get paid. So most of y'all know I got 70. It's supposed to be 71 plus or minus acres. It's more like 69, 70 acres. I'm selling 20. Basically we're doing a contract. So the guy that's buying it, he's gonna buy 10 now, and we're gonna do a contract within 1 year. He's gonna buy the other 10. So out of this first 10, I got a few things that I'm gonna do around here that I've been wanting to do. So one, I got to put so much towards the land or the mortgage to get that piece of section released. Then I got a loan, and through a finance company, so it's a little bit higher interest rate. I'm paying that off. The tractor, I got 2 payments left on it, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and pay it off, and because it's 2 payments, it's like $1,000. So if I have enough left over after a couple other things I'm gonna do, I may pay the loan off that I had to get the dually fixed. I don't know. It's through the bank, so it's a little bit lower interest rate. Let's see, I'm getting that carport. I haven't decided. I may wait till next year, whenever we do the second land sale, to do this. I was going to do it this time, and I might still do it. I just want to make 100% sure that where I'm going to put this is where it's going to be, because once I put it up, it's done. So turn y'all around here. So right here, from the back edge of the shed to the front of the trailer, that's 28 feet wide. Then I'm gonna come out 35 feet. So that will come out to about right there where that little mark is. That's 35 feet. I'm gonna put me a concrete slab. And then what I was thinking about doing is attaching it to the trailer. I don't think I'm gonna go that route, or build me a shop. So I don't think I'm gonna go that route, because if something ever happened to the trailer, I decided to move it or whatever, then now I got to unattach the shop from the trailer. So, and then I can't really butt it up against the trailer, because then I can't put the back section of the wall on, unless I just butt it up against the trailer, make sure I got the studs up, right there. That way everything's structurally done and it's not actually attached, it's just butted up to it. Then if I decide to move the trailer, then all I gotta do is close in the back wall. So have a 6-inch slab poured, 28 feet wide by 30 to 35 feet long. And so one, I have a place to to work on my truck, work on whatever, and not have to worry about getting stabbed in the back by all these rocks. And I'm going with a 6-inch slab, so that way if I ever decided to put a lift in it. So that's that. I may go ahead and do it now, because I'm pretty sure that's where I want it. I thought about putting it right here. The only problem is I got to have the power company to come back out, run me more power over here, and I imagine they're getting tired of coming back out here, because first I had them come out here and put me a pole up out there to run power to that shed. Then whenever I got this stuff over here, then I disconnected that power, had them come over here and put me another pole, put it to that shed. And then, so that's sort of where I want it. So that way the breaker box, all that stuff's already in there. All I gotta do is run the wire and then wire the shop. And then the main breaker box will be in there, and I can always just put me a sub panel inside the shop. And then plus another reason I sort of don't want to put it right here is these trees. See that big old oak tree, how it's leaning that way? If that thing ever fell, then it would land on my shop. If I put it over there, I don't have to worry about it. So, because as much as that thing's leaning, I doubt very seriously it's going to go that way. So that's the deal with that. And then the other thing I'm going to do is something I've been wanting for a long time, and sort of start me a business doing that, is I'm going to get me a 16-foot 16,000 GVWR with 2-foot sides gooseneck dump trailer. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to start hauling gravel. So I have me a couple loads of 18-wheelers come in here, dump their gravel, and then, you know, people who have smaller driveways that don't need a big 18-wheeler load full of gravel, then I can do it with that dump trailer. I got a friend that he has a smaller bumper pull. He's able to haul like 2.5 tons. He does real good. And the one I'm gonna be getting, I'll be able to haul up to 5 tons. So I got my tractor, so you know I can do a little bit with that. I thought about, whenever I get the tractor paid for, maybe go try to get a mini excavator and then start doing a little bit, you know, of digging trenches, clearing out areas. Anybody needs a small demolition job done, stuff like that. I got the dump trailer, I can load it in, all that good mess. So I haven't really decided on that yet. I want to, but I haven't really decided. Because like I said, I done started working part-time at Sherman, so I just don't know if I have a lot of time. So I might, we'll see. Let's see, what else? Yep. So as far as the land goes, so whenever we do, so basically after we do this, I'll remodify the loan, get the payment down a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep making the same payments what I'm making now. I'm just going to put the difference in my new payment and what I'm paying now and put that towards principal, and then get that paid down. Then next year, whenever I get the money from the other 10 acres, put all of that towards the loan. Hopefully that will be enough to completely pay the loan off. And if not, maybe another year, maybe 2 at the most. So with that being said, because guys, I'm 40, I think I'm 46, 47, I can't remember, I'm somewhere around in there, but guys, I'm gonna be 66 years old time I pay this land off if I keep going the way I'm going now. I hope I live that long, but we're not guaranteed. I hope I live to be 100, but like I said, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So the reason I'm doing this is basically for my son. And yeah, so But yeah, so after I sell this 20 acres, I still have 50. And like I said, the reason I'm doing it is basically for my son, because so in 2, maybe 3 years at the most, I should be 100% completely debt free, and no mortgage, no payments. I mean, Tahoe's paid for, the dually's paid for, that Ford's paid for, the Jeep's paid for, 2 more payments left on my tractor, it's paid for. So yeah, so I'll be completely debt free. And the reason I want it to be that way is because if something was to happen to me, then I want this land to go to my son. Whenever he gets grown and old and passes, then I want it to go to his kids, and so forth and so forth. And just basically keep this in the family. Let this be my legacy that I can leave behind. Because guys, I am the first person in my family that has ever owned land like this. My mom, she's owned a house in town. My dad, about 3 or 4 years before he passed, he finally bought a house, and you know, it's right there in town, little quarter, half acre lot. But you know, something of this magnitude, guys, I'm the first person in my family that has ever had anything like this. And like I said, I just want it to be able to where I can pass it on to my son, and I don't want him to be stuck with a big payment just trying to honor my wishes of him keeping it. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that's the biggest reason I'm doing it. And am I gonna miss the 20 acres? Probably. But you know, one thing that we're doing in the deed is we're putting in the deed that if he ever decides to sell it, then he has to give me first option to buy it back. If something was to happen to me and he decided to sell it, he has to give my son first option to buy it back. So basically, anybody in my family, he has to give them first option to buy it back before he can sell it to somebody else. So that's that. But anyway, guys, that's what's been going on. Like I said, started working part-time public works in Sherman. To be honest with you, the last couple of weeks I've pretty much been working full-time. They had a couple people taking off and everything, so I've been sort of filling in, you know, whenever they're off. Had a lot going on. Basically what I do up there is basically whatever they need me, mostly mowing. And then there's a couple of younger guys, they mostly do the weed eating and stuff like that. I basically mow around town. It needs to be done. The exit ramps, you know, right there, the little median areas, get that mowed, and then spray some of the areas that need spray that we don't really care whether or not the grass looks dead or not. So save on weed eating. So yeah, that's what's been going on there. But yep. So today I've been mostly bush hogging. Yesterday I bush hogged a little bit, and then I had to get down to the end of the driveway earlier and fix my driveway. All this rain we've been having, guys, it has been raining pretty much every day. I'm tired of rain. My driveway is tired of rain. So, but I got down there and fixed that, where whenever it basically floods, it comes across my driveway, washes all my rock away. So I had to go back there and scrape all the rock back up on the driveway, fix the places where it's been washing out around the culvert. I'm probably going to have to end up putting another culvert, maybe 2 in down there, sort of relieve that a little bit. I'm gonna get a load of riprap and haul it in here, and I'm gonna line the edge of the driveway on both sides down there by the culvert to keep that from washing. Now, the reason it does that so bad is cause we probably can't see it because of that grass down there, but way down there. That's about where my gate is. So basically what happens is the water comes downhill from the highway. It comes downhill from right here. It comes downhill from right there, and a little bit downhill from right there, and it all collects in that one little spot. And the reason it's so bad down there is because before they built the 4-lane, that used to be a lake right there where my driveway is, and they filled it in. So that's one reason it stays so bad. But so yeah, have some rip-rap hauled in here, try to fix that, and I don't know. So as far as me videos, reason y'all haven't seen me do a lot of videos here lately, guys, be honest with you, I'm just sort of burnt out with it. I'm telling you honestly, I'm just shooting it to you straight, so like I always do. Plus I just ain't really had a lot of time or a lot of things to do videos on. Just taking a break, guys. And that's probably the way it's going to be for a little while. I don't know how long, but probably a little while. So if y'all don't see a lot of videos come out, that's why. I'm still going to try to, you know, every now and then put out a video. It may be every 2 or 3 weeks, or I may put out one every week. I don't know. It just depends on what's going on. But I'll try to put one out at least every 2 to 3 weeks. I'll try. Some of them may be on RV transport. Some of them may be stuff around the land. Some of them may be on that dump trailer that I'm gonna be getting. And basically may start a little thing on that, how to make money with a dump trailer. And then whenever I'm not using it, guys, I can still rent it out as like a dumpster. You know, go drop it off to somebody's house, let them fill it up, then I come pick it up and take it and dump it. So like the dumpster rental, the roll-off dumpsters. Eventually I would love to get into that, but I'm gonna test the waters with the dump trailer first and see how that goes, and then maybe next year I might get into the roll-off dumpsters. I'm not sure yet. So probably, I don't know. Let me know what you think. So y'all know I'm a Marine. So as far as the name of it, I've thought about having the Marine Corps Bulldog, maybe sitting there smoking a cigar, and call it, and you know, most Marines, or well, not most, but all Marines, most people, they call us devil dogs. So name it Devil Dog Dumpsters. And then the little slogan will be, is you hump it, we dump it. What y'all think? So let me know if that's a little, y'all like that little slogan. You hump it, we dump it. So I don't know. I thought it was cute. But anyway, so that's what's been going on. And guys, I appreciate all the people who's reached out, you know, asking am I okay, what's been going on, and stuff like that. Guys, that lets me know that most of y'all actually, you know, care about how I'm doing and stuff, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody that supports my channel. And like I said, guys, I've been doing this for 3 years, and guys, it's just time to take a little break. I apologize for any inconvenience to any of y'all. If any of y'all ever have any questions, guys, still reach out, shoot me an email, comment in one of the videos, and I will try my best to get back to it. If I don't, send me another one until I do reach back out. But like I said, guys, I'm just taking a little break from YouTube. So to be honest with you guys, I haven't even been getting on, you know, any kind of social media apps that much. I still do, you know, Facebook, stuff like that, but I just haven't been getting on any of them that much here lately. So so yeah, just taking a little break. Hope y'all can understand that. So but anyway, guys, if y'all don't mind, hit the like, share, subscribe button. Guys, please stay subscribed if you already subscribed. Keep that bell notification on, so that way whenever I do put out a video, then y'all will see it. Like I said, whenever start getting the dumpster thing going, and I may start doing more videos on that. And then whenever I do an RV transport video, then I'll still be, you know, try to do one on that too. As far as the dumpster, I could go up to Tennessee, up to Semper, Tennessee, and pick one up there. I'm probably going with a Texas Pride. They got a sale going on. It's a spring sale, but if I pick one up at like a dealership kind of deal, then I got to pay, I think it's like $2,000 to $3,000 extra, basically for the transfer fee and, you know, delivery fee and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick it up straight from the manufacturer in Texas. So I basically got to call them, give them a deposit, and then basically order it, and then it's like a 10 to 15 day build time. They may already have one there, I don't know, but they told me a 10 to 15 day build. Then what I would do is I would go up to Indiana, pick me up a camper, delivering it to Texas, probably Katy, Texas, because this manufacturer is just north of Houston. And then whenever I get it delivered, shoot straight up and pick up the dump trailer and then come back. That way I'm basically getting paid to go get it. So but I know I keep rambling, so guys, again, like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, hit that bell notification. And again, guys, I really appreciate everybody that's been hanging in with me and checking on me and everything. So yep, so I guess I will get back with y'all on the next one. So as always, y'all be safe. What I say, Semper Fi, hoorah. See y'all.